Question 20. What is a righteous deed and what is a sin? A good deed is al-hasana and a sin is as-sayyi'ah. In Deen, al-hasana refers to any deeds through which a person will receive Allah's satisfaction, while as-sayyi'ah refers to any deeds through which a person will incur Allah's dissatisfaction and wrath. The plural of al-hasana is al-hasanat, and the plural of as-sayyi'ah is as-sayyi'at. And Allah says in the Quran, "Man jaa bil-hasana falahu khayrun minha, wa hum min faza'i yawma'idhin aminun." Whoever does a good deed, he will be rewarded with even better, and they will be safe from terror on that day. وَمَنْ جَاءَ بِالسَّيِّئَةِ فَكُبَّتْ وُجُوهُهُمْ فِي النَّارِ هَلْ تُجْزَوْنَ إِلَّا مَا كُنْتُمْ تَعْمَلُونَ. But whoever does evil, they will be thrown into the fire face down. Are you being recompensed for anything but what you used to do? Surah An-Naml verses 89-90. Everyone knows that the fear after death in the barzakh and on the day of judgment will be terrifying. Allah Azza wa Jal says that the hasanat will save us from this terror. Here Allah explains that if a person engages in righteous deeds, they will be safe on the day of judgment from all fear. After a person's death, they face a dangerous journey in the grave known as the barzakh and on the day of judgment. It's crucial for individuals to save themselves from this fear. Engaging in good deeds protects a person after death from fear, calamity, and torment, as nothing else will help after death except righteous deeds. For all people, including kings, rulers, and presidents, nothing will avail them in the barzakh except for the righteous deeds they have done. Another term for good deeds is amalun salih. The more righteous deeds a person performs, the closer they are to Allah, becoming a friend of Allah. They will enter paradise and be saved from the hellfire. Those who engage in righteous deeds will not face hardships or problems after death, and the angels will say to them, "Enter paradise." Allah says in the Quran, الَّذِينَ تَتَوَفَّاهُمُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ الطَّيِّبِينَ يَقُولُونَ سَلَامٌ عَلَيْكُمْ أُدْخُلُوا الْجَنَّةَ بِمَا كُنْتُمْ تَعْمَلُونَ. Those whose lives the angels take while they were the doers of good, saying, "Salamun alaykum, peace be upon you. Enter paradise because of what you used to do." Surah An-Nahl verse 32. So during death, the following will be said to those who obeyed Allah and engaged in righteous deeds. "Salamun alaykum, peace be upon you. Udkhulul jannata, enter the paradise. Bima kuntum ta'malun, because of what you used to do." And a completely different situation awaits the person who committed sins. Islam states that they will face torment and be punished in dunya and akhirah, in this world and the hereafter. Allah says in the Quran, كَدَأْبِ آلِ فِرْعَوْنَ وَالَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ كَذَّبُوا بِآيَاتِنَا فَأَخَذَهُمُ اللَّهُ بِذُنُوبِهِمْ وَاللَّهُ شَدِيدُ الْعِقَابِ. This happened also with the followers of Pharaoh and those before them. They denied our signs, so Allah seized them for their sins. Indeed, Allah is severe in punishment. Surah Ali Imran, verse 11. It's important to know that there are many people who think that good deeds are the ones they consider good. There are people who do things they like and they call them good deeds. This is a wrong perception. The revelation explains to us what is a good deed and what is a sin, and we need to refer to the revelation for that. Good deeds can be separated into three categories. The first are the actions that are fard and wajib, like iman, acquiring knowledge, performing salah, the prayer, paying zakat, tabligh, meaning spreading Islam, jihad, to strive for Islam to be strong, and being in the jama'ah, meaning the community, practicing ihsan, doing good to people, fulfilling the rights, and helping people. The second category is protecting oneself from haram, forbidden acts. This is also a good deed for which a person will be rewarded. Protecting oneself from shirk, for example, from associating partners with Allah, from kufr, disbelief, bid'ah, innovations in religion, murder, theft, oppression, corruption, and so on. And the third is performing mustahab, the recommended deeds. This is also a good deed. For example, cleaning teeth with siwak, brushing your teeth, using fragrances, greeting with the words Assalamu alaikum, observing cleanliness, and so on. Sins can be separated into two categories. The first is committing haram, the forbidden acts, like shirk, associating partners with Allah, kufr, which is disbelief, bid'ah, innovations in religion, murdering a person, dhulm, which is injustice, fasad, which means corruption, zina, which is adultery, fahisha, immorality, discord and conflict, leaving the jama'ah, the community, hasad, which is envy, arrogance, and theft. And the second is leaving the wajib, the obligatory acts. For example, sins such as abandoning the salah, the prayer, not paying the zakat, not acquiring knowledge, not engaging in tabligh, not spreading Islam, etc. It's very important to know that good deeds, al-hasana, are any deeds through which a person will attain the pleasure of Allah. Even if a person engages in worldly affairs and at the same time attains the pleasure of Allah, then it will be considered a good deed and a form of worship. For example, a person studies physics, journalism, engages in business and other activities with the intention of supporting Islam, strengthening Islam, then this will be considered worship and a good deed. Likewise, when parents send their children to school with the intention that they will receive education and benefit Islam, this is also considered a good deed, amalun salih. Studying science for the sake of Islam is also a good deed, and through this a person will attain the pleasure of Allah. If someone conducts an experiment in a scientific laboratory with the intention of strengthening Islam, then his deed is considered worship. Learning various languages and studying science to benefit Islam, to solve various complex questions related to Islam, is a good deed. Therefore, studying in school is one of the good deeds. Any deed through which a person will attain the pleasure of Allah is a good deed. Studying the Quran and Sunnah and acting upon this knowledge, spreading it, reading the Quran, performing the Salah, the prayer, helping people is considered amal salih. But killing people, insulting, backbiting, envying, causing harm, stealing, mocking and ridiculing, considering oneself better than others, humiliating someone, not fulfilling the rights of people, all of this is considered a sin.